I say, listen, bro, if they do come, let us park right here, you feel me? If they do come get me, we'll move the car so they can get the space. We will move our car, whatever car we need so they can get the space, just let us get the park. So now oh no, we can't do that. No, you just gotta find somewhere else to park. Who the fuck is you talking to? You feel me? Like, who the fuck is you talking to for real, even talking like that? Like, that be the shit, and that's what make a be wanna get into it with y'all, cause y'all ain't got no respect. What's up, bro? What's up? No.
What up, y'all? I'm back with another video. And the clip that you just saw is something that I didn't want to do a video on because it's tragic, but sometimes you have to bring to light some of the most tragic things that happens to us on a day-to-day basis. And when I say on a day-to-day basis, I don't know if y'all could read the caption or the message in that short clip, but it said that this man was the second man to be deleted on that block in that week. This happened just a few days ago. While this man, Kevin Watson, was sitting in his car on Facebook Live, minding his own business. I don't know what he was talking about, what it pertained to, but he was minding his own business. And then he sees a man come across his driver's side window. And of course, you could tell that the man, he upped on him, meaning he had a gun and he upped it on him as he approached the vehicle. That is the reason I believe Kevin Watson put his hands up like, hey, what are you doing? Of course, that is what you're going to do when someone has a firearm in your face while you are minding your own business and not doing anything at all. And so it seems that Kevin, from what reports say, was not willing to comply with this man, and he was pulled out of his vehicle and quickly shot right afterwards. He didn't have a second to take off his jewelry. He didn't have a second to react. The man literally just shot him as soon as he pulled him out of the vehicle, and you can tell that by the video. Now, it is said that he was being robbed for his chain that read Tug, T-U-G-G, which is the nickname he was known by. And for you to commit a crime that is so heinous as to take another person's life for a piece of material, for a piece of jewelry, for a piece of steel, is despicable to me. That's all I can say. It's nasty work because you didn't have to take that man's life. You could have waited for him to take the chain off, because trust and believe, he was going to take that chain off sooner or later. If you had a gun on him, he was going to take that chain off. Now, I do understand that some people are brave enough to fight back for their jewelry because they don't want to give it up. They've worked hard for that piece of jewelry and they don't want to give it up. But y'all have to understand something. Is it worth your life? You got to understand that. Ask yourself, is it worth your life? Because you can get that chain back. You can get that piece of jewelry back. You can never get your life back. And now Kevin Watson, AKA Tug, is gone. For what? A piece of jewelry, some diamonds, something shiny, right? And I hope they do catch this man that committed this crime. This happened in Chicago, where we know that crime is rampant in Chicago. That's just the facts. You can look up the crime stats. You can look it up. Crime is rampant in Chicago. These young men, these young boys, they're deleting each other at an alarming rate, and no one is saying anything about it. And this is the reason why I wanted to make this video, because whenever something happens and it pertains or includes a person of another race, for instance, the young black man that was pulled out of his vehicle, a few months ago, that everyone was just talking about, that everyone was just raving about. It was all over social media. All the social justice warriors came out. All the blackity blacks came out. All the pro-black lawyers, all the race baiters, they all came out to speak on that young man being pulled out of his car by the police for not complying, for not doing what he's supposed to do and comply with the officers and giving them his ID. No, They all came out for that, right? They was at an outrage. Black people were at an uproar. Everyone was mad. Everyone was angry. Well, not everyone. Only those people who are race baiters and those people who try to fit certain stories into their narratives to make, you know, other races and make other people look bad. Those people who always want to claim to be victims. Black people are victims of this. Black people are victims of that. Well, those are the people who came out all outraged and angry. But now that this other man, this other black man was pulled out of his vehicle, robbed and shot and deleted by whom? Another black man. Guess what they do? Silence. They're on hush mouth. You don't hear anything about it at all. They're not at an uproar. They're not out there in Chicago protesting, angry, mad. No, they don't have signs that say stop killing each other. They don't have signs that say black on black violence is no good. No, they don't have any of that. They're not going online. They're not getting on the news and complaining about black on black crime, another black man deleting another black man. Do you want to know why? Because it doesn't fit their narrative. Not to mention, it's another black man killing another black man. What does it matter, right? Right. That's how they see it. What does it matter? It's going to happen tomorrow and it's going to happen the next day. Now, it's crazy that we had to find out that this is the second deletion on that block within the same week. And of course, you know who it involves, black people. That's who is committing the crimes. So whenever people who are rioting for Washington, D.C. and saying that the president is overreaching and saying that sending out the National Guard and the feds to Washington, D.C. to clean up the streets and take these criminals off of the streets is bad, it's overreaching, it's a takeover of the government and martial law. Do you know how dumb you sound? Yeah, you, the person who actually said this stupid shit. Do you know how dumb you sound? Because we are cleaning up the streets and cleaning up the violence, but you won't say a damn thing about Kevin Watson being deleted. You won't say nothing about that at all, but you will complain about someone else of another race cleaning up certain communities. I mean, let's be real. If you're a black person and you're committing a crime, then your ass needs to be locked up. If you're a white person and you're committing a crime, then your ass needs to be locked up. If you're a brown person and you're committing crimes, your ass needs to be locked up. I don't care what you are, who you are, where you are. If you're committing crimes, your ass needs to be locked up. The streets need to be safe, especially these children. These children need to be able to roam these streets, play, go to the playgrounds and not have to worry about drugs or these young men deleting them, being caught in the crossfire. My brother just told me about another story in his town where he lives in South Carolina about a young infant, a toddler. Yes, a toddler that was deleted after a bunch of young boys shot up a house. And they deleted this young toddler. So now his parents will never be able to watch him grow. His parents will never be able to interact with him again. For what? It was senseless. It was stupid. For what? It was probably for an argument that they got over on social media, or they saw each other and they gave each other the wrong looks. They looked at you the wrong way and now you're pissed off. So you're going to ride by their house and shoot their house up. Or you could be in one of these stupid gangs that a lot of you young men join. Yes, I said stupid because your gang is stupid. It's dumb as fuck. See, can you tell how pissed off I am right now at the senseless deletions that have been going on based on what? Due to what? Something stupid and silly as living on the wrong block or walking down the wrong block for whatever reason, wearing the wrong colors. The shit is stupid and senseless. Y'all are warring over blocks that doesn't even belong to you. Do you know how stupid that sounds? You are losing your life for something that will never belong to you. You have no equity in that block, in that street, in that neighborhood, ever. And you are risking yourself for it? You're risking yourself for a bunch of other men who don't give two shits about you, because as soon as you go to prison, guess what? They forget all about you and you are out there to fend for yourself. Yeah, you men, you young men that are doing this stupid shit. And do you want to know how I know it's stupid? Because I was in it when I was younger. I did some of the stupid shit that y'all did when I was younger. I just didn't have anyone at the moment to tell me, look, you need to get out of these gangs. You need to get out of these streets. You need to get out of this neighborhood. You need to stop doing what you're doing, because I am a firm believer that we put ourselves in certain situations. You do. And Kevin Watson should not have had to watch his back, but whenever you travel I tell y'all, I always say, you need to have your head on a swivel. You need to know what's to your left, what's to your right, what's coming up. You need to be looking out. See, while you're on live, you're not looking around. You're not aware of your surroundings. You don't know who's around you. You're preoccupied. Your attention is elsewhere. You're talking to your audience. And so that's why those men were able to pull up on Kevin the way that they did. That's why they were able to up it on him the way that they did. Now, me personally, if I lived in Chicago, I would be riding with one on my lap. I would have one in the glove box. I would have one in the armrest. I would have one in the trunk, and I would have one under my seat. Why? Because I'm always prepared for what's to come. And trust and believe, I don't like to think that way, but it is what it is, because danger will find you. Trouble will find you. You don't have to be doing anything. Just like Kevin Watson wasn't doing the damn thing but minding his business on Facebook Live talking to his audience. When someone drove up, and they probably had a getaway driver, someone drove up, jumped out of the vehicle, pulled him out of his, and they shot him in the chest. That's exactly what they did, and took this man's life for what? For nothing. So all of you people who are always crying about white on black crime, the police is this, the police is that, y'all are always quick to talk shit about people who are supposed to be protecting you, but you don't talk shit about the people who are actually robbing you, who are actually deleting you, who are actually running in your house, who are actually carjacking you, who are actually stealing from your neighborhood, who are actually stealing from the stores in your neighborhood, who are actually causing businesses to close down. You don't say a damn thing about those people. Why? Because you're a sellout. That's exactly what you are. You're afraid to speak out against your own people. And that shit to me is crazy. Y'all need to speak up, because if you don't, then this will always continue to happen. That's why I'm glad they're cleaning up Washington, D.C. I said it once, and I'll say it again. Y'all need to be out there advocating for more policing in these streets, because without them, these YNs are gonna go crazy. And that's exactly what they did. It's been a wild summer already. People losing their lives for no reason, especially the children. Until next time.
If you like this video, like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more content.